What's happening, YouTube? I'm Transient. Welcome to my channel. As always, we are playing Watcher of Realms. Guys, what is happening? How you guys doing? So, what are we today? Today is Wednesday. Middle of the week. And so basically counting down to what is coming this weekend, which just so happens to be a pretty fantastic banner. And so this is a Should You Summon video. That's what we're going to be doing today. So, guys, we all know all the things that are on the horizon, or at least some of us have some semblance of an idea. And then there's stuff that we have been told from, for example, what was it? Yes, the roadmap. And that is, we've got a new Lord, Infernals, a new Lord, Chaotic, and a new faction, which will therefore have a new Lord, or two. Because maybe they might even have a Epic Lord for that new faction. So we've got that. Then we've also got Assassin's Creed on the horizon. Don't know exactly when that's coming out. And then we've got the new event in a week and a half, which is, where is it? Well, I can't even find it now. Let's see, there we go. Above the Clouds. So that's coming in a week and a half. So all these quite possibly amazing things are coming out at some point over the horizon. But coming up this weekend is we have a banner. No ancients, just your regular rare banner. But it is a fantastic banner because it has two fantastic heroes on it. So, what have we got? We've got Moonton. Oh, actually, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We have three heroes we need to discuss. So we got Moonton, HP based healer. Early game, she's probably one of the first healers you would get. She's actually all right. Cleansing, HP based healing, she's good, but after a while, she just falls off. Estrid is an amazing AoE physical attacker. She still gets used today in Matrix, so yeah, you can't go wrong getting her early on in the game. And then, so let's have a look. We've got a brand new hero. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this properly, but I'm going to say Zasny, probably Zanny, something like that. Zanny. So let's look at Zanny. Ooh, I haven't even checked him at all. So okay, so we've got continuous magic attack. Is he single target magic attack? Okay, and he's an esotericist. Okay, absorbs shadow energy to increase attack range and change the attack to quadruple strikes. Each attack deals 50% magic damage 4 times to one enemy in range. This effect lasts for 10 seconds. Okay, this is all ultimate. And then when successfully dispelling buffs from enemies, inflicts physical vulnerability. Okay, that's why he's here. He's here as a epic person for Gear Dungeon 3. And not just Gear Dungeon 3, there are other places. That mechanic, the shield mechanic that we saw in Gear Dungeon 3, it also appeared in, at least so far, I'm sure it's probably appeared in other places that I haven't even played yet. But it also appeared in, stage 15 and probably onwards of the Piercer faction trials. So yeah, that is a mechanic now. So physical or offensive dispellers are going to be probably becoming more of a thing, since that particular mechanic, the shield mechanic, is going to be prevalent. But yeah, it's cool. The more epic heroes we have, the better, I think. His awakenings are Awakening 1, ultimate attack additionally inflicts stun. Okay. Attack is 5%. Restores 10% rage upon successfully dispelling enemy buffs, regardless of the number of buffs dispelled. Okay. And rage regen +2, and ultimate duration does 5 seconds. Okay. Let's just look at this again. When successfully dispelling buffs, burn damage, vulnerability, effect duration. Okay. He looks very good. So in terms of, if you do not have, when you first start this game, you don't have your Wukong, you do not have who are the other dispellers? Gretchen, you do not have there are a number, not a huge amount, but there are a few. Then the first one you will probably be looking to get is that Zad's name. So if you start this game, or if you just started recently, he's probably one you want to pick up, or you probably will be picking up should you summon on this banner. And then we have Drayden and Valise, two absolutely top tier heroes. Valise, one of the best mages in the game. She just puts out so much damage, and granted, she works best when she has Ezreath, but even still, without him, she's still a pretty amazing mage. If you get it early on, massive carry, and obviously she is all over the place in late game, all over the place in GVG. She is brilliant. You cannot go wrong in getting her, and her awakenings just make her better. So she is fantastic. Then Draylen is absolutely awesome. She's gets a lot of play. You can use her in Matrix, depending on what team you're playing. Matrix, you can use it in Abyss. She gets a lot of play in Abyss. AMR, Gear Dungeon 3. She is quite possibly. She's probably actually. Is she absolutely necessary? No, she's brilliant. I only have her A0, but she's still absolutely amazing. So basically, this is a banger of a weekend in terms of rare summons. So the question is, I think, is do you or can you summon on this banner, considering what we know is coming, not just this weekend, the weekend after, and then probably the weekends after that? I will say this, and I think I'll make it quick. If you have, and this is what I personally believe, if you have either of these two, I don't think you need to summon on this banner. That's not to say that their awakenings aren't amazing. I mean, Draylen's A1 is fantastic, where she gets increased range, and then she offers an attack bonus or damage increase to all within her range. I mean, that's awesome. But the point I'm saying is, if you already have one of them each, if you have them each, and they are, even if they're just A0, I would suggest, unless of course you are a whale and you've got lots and lots of summons, or you've saved and you've got a huge amount of summons, I would say that you should wait, because even though these two are fantastic heroes, we know what's coming in a week and a half, and I can assure you, I have not been on a test server because I don't have a test server. But I can assure you, haven't seen. Okay, let me put it this way. I mentioned it in my previous video. Guys, if you want to see for yourselves, I can't remember what it's called, but there are Chinese content creators. I don't even honestly do not know how he got his way into my feed. But there are Chinese content creators who have putting out videos, and these videos are showing the skills and the abilities of these three heroes. Well, I only saw two, and let me tell you, what her name, whatever it is, the Ancient exclusive, she does some damage. Like she from what I see, her kit is she is put down for a limited time, kind of like how Gold Drag comes on and then disappears. It's very similar to that. She comes on and she just does like. Actually, my account's not that big. I'm not going to get seen. So basically, she does moves where it looks very similar to how Wukong does his ultimate, similar to that. And then she does a huge burst of damage, and it hits about 2 or 3 times, and then just wipes everything off. And then she disappears. Now, if I'm not mistaken, she's used for. You can put her down maybe 3 times, or 3 or 4 times, but I think apparently they might be buffing her, where she might be able to be put down 5 times in any particular game. So yeah, she's huge. And then the other guy, the Piercer and the Infernal, he puts out a huge amount of damage, similar to Silas, but not quite as. Because Silas is just broken. Silas is ridiculous, but he's single target. This guy, I think he hits multiple targets, but he's not quite AoE, but he does hit multiple targets, which obviously is very useful for a particular, what's it called? A particular mode over here in Immortal Codex. So yeah. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make, guys, is if you have Draylen and Valise, and you're, for example, like me, who's free to play, or I'm trying my best to be as free to play as humanly possible, it's probably just doesn't make any sense. There's just too much coming. Draylen and Valise, they're there and so on. At least I have a car copy. Hell, you could get a soulstone if you want and soulstone them up. But you want to put yourself in the best position to be able to at least try to get some of these new heroes coming. Because, I mean, look what happened. What was it? Last week, yeah. I was trying to get Solaris Sky. I was like, I'm not really sure about what's her name, our little infernal lady, Janice. I was like, I'm not really taken with her, but I threw in a few random summons, and right at the end, I ended up getting Janice. I haven't even used it yet, and guess what? She's useful for this new Codex boss. It's just one of those things where, so I just suggest, if you have Draylen and Valise, you should skip and save, unless of course you've got like 1,000 summons. If you have only one of them, and depending on where you are in the game, if you have Draylen but no Valise, I think you can skip. If you have Valise and no Draylen, okay, sorry, maybe phrase that. So if you have Draylen and no Valise, you can skip, especially if you have no Ezra. If you have Valise and no Draylen, but depending where you are in the game, if you've managed to get through the game, but she could be used for AMR, I don't know, then I think you might want to maybe attempt to get one Lego, maybe throw some Divines at this banner. This is a prime banner for Divines, I think. But yeah, guys, save your summons, I think. Otherwise, save your summons, because next week and then whatever's coming after that is just banger, banger, banger. And yeah, so I'm going to be saving. This is my free-to-play account, so how much do I have? I have very little. I have 43 rares, and I have about 15 ancients, or something like that. So, yeah, I'm not going to be very lucky. Yeah, how many ancients have I got? I can't even see it. My brain, 17 ancients. But although I'm very close to Lord Pity on this one, so hopefully I might get my first Ivar on my free-to-play account. In case you didn't know, Ivar is the Lord who will be coming next weekend with the Above the Clouds. So yeah, that'll be good for BP. So yeah, guys, like I said, if you have them already, I suggest you skip. Unless, of course, you've got a fair amount of Divines and so on, yeah, and you've got a huge amount of summons, just skip. As long as you've got them. And then try to get copies of all the new heroes. Once you've got one in your pocket, then you can worry about what's coming next. If you're a massive whale, have at it, do what you do. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Whatever you do, do it well. I'm Transient, and I am out.